Hello friends, it's Simone. This is totally a video I didn't plan. It's a new nib day. My friend Shauna ordered this for me because it's one of her favorite nibs. Quickly became one of her favorite nibs. I don't think she's owned one of these for a very long time. It is the Good Blue Zoom nib. And it's a belated birthday present, and so I'm very curious to try. Let's just take a look at this nib in close-up. So it looks like it has an upturned nib here. If I'm not mistaken, a zoom nib is supposed to write in different line widths depending on the angle that you put your pen to paper. And then also, if I'm not mistaken, it's also supposed to write in a reverse, but we are going to try this out. The most amazing thing about this nib, I think, so far, I haven't tried it yet, is the cool zoom engraving here, using the breather hole as one of the O's. That is the best. I already emptied out or removed the nib of one of my SDs, also removed the converter so that I don't have to clean as much. This is also really cool to have a clear housing. I hope it's the same way. Okay, we have a cat visitor right now. And I'm just going to hold this and screw this on here. It goes in all the way. This is what the nib looks like on the pen. This is totally a nib for lefties, because if I'm holding it in my right hand, you can't really read the zoom. This is how it's readable. Yes, so what I'm going to do is dip test this. I know that this is definitely not an extensive way of testing a nib. However, this is how I test most of the things that I have. And so even if it's not a perfect way of experiencing something, it's a good way of getting a first impression. I'm really curious to see how this works. Okay, so I'm dipping it in Waterman Serenity Blue. That is the ink that I use for all my tests. And then I'm dipping it right in here into my ink bottle. And when I was at the San Francisco Pen Show in 2023, I got my nibs ground by Pen Realm, Kirk Spear, and he held his nib upside down after tipping it, or well, upside, not upside down, after dipping it in the ink bottle. And I think this helps get the ink further down into the feed. And so that's what I do now, ever since I saw that. Let's just try and see how this works. So it is new nib day. Okay, I'm just going to play around and see how this I'm going to just hold it up more. The Good Blue. And then let's try it further down here. Really close. Oh my gosh. Look at this zoom. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start at a very low angle. Let's go low. There is a difference between downstrokes and side strokes. I can totally see how she likes this and how this is okay, so I did low. Let's try and do it a little bit higher up. This is still not the writing angle that I usually use. What is this degree? What would you call this? Maybe 30 degrees? It's a bit narrower, but not a lot. Let's hold it a little bit higher. Is this more 45, maybe 50? And now let's hold it at an even higher angle. This I would almost call a 90-degree angle. Let's say it's 80 degrees. This is definitely very manageable. It's very forgiving. I don't have to hold it like this or this. You saw me. I'm holding it at an angle, a tilt a little bit, and it still works. Now let's try reverse. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is so cool. Oh, I could see how this would awesomely work. The quick brown fox jumps over. Well, it's a little bit scratchy over. Maybe I need to the lazy dog. It's not super fine, and it feels like it's it has some line variation. And it's a little bit scratchy, but that would be easily smoothed out. So let's try. Brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. You can clearly see that I'm going in reverse. Quick. So this is my normal writing angle, I believe. This is how it feels, very comfortable. See dog. So then let's go to here. What I was going to say was that I over the lazy dog. Okay, let's try the lowest angle now. This is not comfortable for me, but if I was going to write a title or so, then this would work. And it's interesting that it writes like that. So what I was going to say, and I'm starting this sentence now for the second time, or even third. I've been using and you can see that it takes up more space because I'm now in the second line for this sentence. Okay, let me put a cap on. And let me show you what I'm currently using as a journaling pen in my creative journal. And that is this. I am using also a specialty grind, which is this one. This is a reverse architect nib ground by Kirk Spear. And what I get with this is architect strokes like so. This was ground from a broad nib. And then on the other side, this is what I use for my usual journal entries. I get very fine. This is probably almost considered an ultra extra fine. This is definitely not a needle point, even though I think you could get this with a needle point. I'm not sure. But I often struggle with the toothiness of the, I think you saw me struggle with the toothiness of the architect. It is very, well, sometimes when I hit it right, it's very smooth, but it's not super smooth. And then this one is very, very fine. And again, because it's such a fine nib, you have to be very careful with how it touches the paper, and it might even rip it. So what I use this for is for my journal entries. Let me check and find one so I can show you what I'm talking about. Maybe here. Did I use this? Yes. So I'm writing titles with the architect side, and then the fine side I'm using to journal. This could be it. This could be something that is used for this. The reverse is a little bit scratchy. I probably bet that you can smooth this out or have it smoothed out by a nibmeister if you don't want to do this yourself. I don't know how well this would work because it's the reverse and not the regular side, for like writing a paragraph or something like that. But yeah, this is cool. I can totally see why this is one of her favorite nibs. Let me grab my other tester book where I often, this is Tomoe River paper, this is Cosmo Air Light. I just want to see how it looks when I use a different paper. Yeah. I think if I was going to use this and just journal at a higher angle, I would have to get used to this. Let's see the reverse. Let me see what happens if I hold it further down and not at a high angle. And I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. It's a little bit scratchy, and see how long this would write it. Okay, so you see this actually works. I'm not sure. Well, maybe I should just try it. As you can see, I'm using this on a regular size traveler's notebook, and I'm often adding quite a lot of journaling to the pages, and so maybe I would need to use a bigger notebook to be able to get all of the information that I have on this page on here with this nib. But it definitely is a great alternative, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out for sure. So now the question is, am I going to put this sticker that, here, look at, I think the Good Blue also has flex nibs. If I'm going to put this here, or if I want this, I need like more than one sticker, or if I want to put this into my journal. What do you think? This works really nice together. I think it's going in here. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. This was quick and easy. This is a Jowo nib housing. I don't know if they come with different housings, if these nibs fit on Bock housings as well. You could totally try or check out their website. I have heard of the Good Blue, but I haven't checked them out myself yet. So I would love for you to let me know if you have used the Good Blue and if you have experience with these nibs. I really cannot wait to try this out for realsies. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye.